Previously on Plotty Town.
Ed Harris and The Rock, was it that group?
How dense was the fucking dinosaur population on his island?
Well,
so there's like these dogs and stuff you gotta shoot.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Plotty Time, the podcast where we three gamers discuss video game stories in detail with all the necessary and appropriate backlash. To my right, we have Chump Slap.
I once knew a man. Actually, I made that up.
And then on the other side of the table, Dr. Syintist.
Man, you go through life, you try to be nice to people, you struggle the urge to resist to punch them in the face. And for what?
And, of course, my name is Poppascotch, and as I always say, how can the same shit happen to the same guy twice? Welcome to Plotty Time, everyone, and holy shit do we have a special episode for you. We are counting down our top episodes of 2019.
Not top downloaded, but top score.
Top scoring episodes.
What we thought the best games we did were.
That was very clear. Thank you, Dr. Scientist. So every week we score video games. We do it obviously on a scale of 27 stars.
For 81 total.
For a total of 81 stars.
How else would you do it?
Exactly. And we basically all three of us pick our own score. We add them up, and that's the aggregate. It's usually, assuming I know how to work Instagram, it's in there. Of what we
A couple of times you messed up.
Couple of times. Well, they didn't tell you about the hashtag. You only put 30 hashtags in. I thought this was America. And then they don't send an error and be like, hey, you can't post all this shit. They're just like, great, posted, looks great. And then you click and there's no text. It's horse shit.
But you've gotten better.
You live, you learn.
Now I keep it at a solid 28 hashtags for this. So it was quite a year for Plotty Time, huh?
We did a lot of junk.
We did a lot of
A lot of garbage.
A lot of garbage.
What we call scotchies.
A lot of trash.
A lot of trash.
A lot of refuse.
A lot of refuse. But, a couple of good ones snuck in there. So this is an episode about the good ones. Obviously, these games aren't all from 2019. These are just games we discussed on each episode. So, what do you think, Chump Slap? What's going to be our number one episode of 2020?
Well, if things keep looking the way they are, Death Stranding.
Yeah, for sure. Sure. Good. I think NHL 21 is going to have some very innovative modes we're going to have to go over.
If it's anything like Madden, it's in there.
Who do you think's going to pick it?
Scotchy.
Not Scotchy. No.
Do you think I can scotch it up more scotchy than I scotched this year?
Yes, and I'm afraid of that.
Oh, I'm hoping.
I mean, the shitty games make for good episodes. What can I say?
I'm going to try to bring up the slapness, too.
Slapness?
Well, slappers are entertaining, at least, and they're not bad. Scotchies are just terrible.
I don't think you're being unreasonable.
It's just like your opinion, man.
Some of the games we didn't talk about, like, for example, Jurassic the Hunted, which surprisingly didn't make this list. It's crazy.
Ooh, just missed it.
Just missed it, but
it wasn't the lowest scored we had.
Wasn't it?
No.
Well, this was the game, if you remember listening to it, I'm sure you do, fans, that Syintist took a point away from my score.
Unprecedented.
Yeah. Has not happened before or since.
This isn't the highest rated Syintist games.
No.
The highest rated Syintist game? That's true.
These are the highest rated Plotty Time games.
Exactly. But we had some stinkers that we're probably not going to mention, like Madden, long shot mode.
That was definitely the lowest.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
That was rough. It was like a bad video game version of Friday Night Lights. But way worse.
With less tits.
Exactly. Thanks, Dr. Oh, Christ. What other stinkers did we have in there? I think I should bring up the spreadsheet.
Blood
You'd
Rain.
think I'd prepare. Blood Rain. That was a rough one.
That was pretty bad.
Killzone was bad. That was the first one we ever rated.
I don't think Eat Lead got much.
No.
Which was a shame. It was such an amazing game.
I know, right?
No.
It could have been such an amazing game.
Okay. A lot of these could have been games.
I enjoyed it.
Oh, man. But, yeah, we got a whole bunch of other stinkers there.
Nah.
Sly Cooper, garbage.
That somehow...
Vanquish was bad.
one of our most popular downloaded episodes, Sly Cooper. And if anyone can figure out why that's like that, we'd love to hear it.
Yeah,
I
just
thought
let
it was
us
a
know.
decent game.
I do too. Yeah,
I don't
absolutely.
see why it should be the most downloaded.
Yeah, and it just keeps getting downloaded. Like,
Who's doing it?
Yeah, that was very confusing. But what about? We also had another bad game, Brutal Legend, which we didn't give.
That wasn't too bad.
It was pretty bad.
We've definitely done worse. Wet.
No, I forgot we did Wet. That was an early one. That was from way back.
I don't even know if we rated it, but I put it in my rating system.
No, we didn't. That was before. Our rating system actually did not come about until Killzone, which was March 28th. The March 28th episode. And then, fun fact, the next episode was Sly Cooper on April 4th, and we forgot to rate it.
Oh.
I went back and retroactively scored the games so I could have them on my list.
Do you want to read off your scores for the first 6 games?
How'd you score them?
Would you play them?
What were the first 6? I'll tell you what I scored them.
We got Dino Crisis is our first ever episode.
27.
8.
You give it 27? So we're already at 35. I didn't even go yet. 8 for Dino Crisis? All right, what about Unchinbara?
1.
What?
Oh, well,
The story was terrible.
I gave it at least a
14?
6.
Can you guys go back and do this so you can have some credibility to your scores?
No,
No.
not at all. Maybe we'll do it live
Yeah.
in the second part.
Ooh, maybe there'll be another special episode.
Who knows? And then after that, we have Prototype.
Prototype.
13.
I'd say 11. Yeah.
And then Silent Hill.
6.
And then after that was Siphon Filter, which, remember, before you tell us, that was the innovative torture method that we've seen in so many other games since.
So it's
Yeah.
That's worth at least a 19, I'd say.
I gave it the same score as Dino Crisis, 8.
100.
Yeah, you're really going outside the box.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and then what about Sly Cooper?
10.
10? I think Sly Cooper 2 and 3 were so much better.
Yeah, we only did 2, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
I did rank 2 higher.
I don't know.
All right, well, those were the stinkers. What about some games we actually liked that just didn't make the cut?
What came in at number 6?
Borderlands.
Ooh, it was a good one.
Yeah, we all played. That was one of the ones we
One of the
all
rare
actually
ones,
played.
yeah.
Most of the good games I think we all played. Most of them.
Good in quotation marks.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, because at the time, one of our more recent episodes, Lollipop Chainsaw, I had not played that at all, but I love the story.
Right?
We rated that a 46, which is pretty
Was I the
high.
only one who played that when it came out?
No.
No, I remember
you
you
did
did.
I definitely bought that the day it dropped.
Probably
Yeah,
the same
I
time you
s-
bought Odin Chimbara.
I
No,
remember.
I bought that when I bought my Xbox 360.
Are there any scores, Dr. Scientist, you would go back and change?
Besides the Dead Island one that I changed already.
Did you change? Oh, you changed it in the episode after that, didn't you?
Yeah. Not much higher, but...
You don't want to rethink maybe that 3 gave Matt Hazard?
No.
What? I forgot that game existed.
Or the...
Condemned Criminal Origins.
I gave that a 3.
I
That's
might
definitely
wanna,
what it is.
I might want to give it a 6 instead of a 5. It's been weighing heavy on my soul.
No, I don't see any that I'd read.
No.
Dead Island, so... I might lower Dead Island again. I don't know. Dead Island, I don't know about.
Stop.
What are you so conflicted about with Dead Island?
Because the story wasn't great, and the game was not that fun to play again when I tried it the second time.
Still, I mean... Okay. I got nothing.
No, the ratings live in a time and space all their own. You can't change them.
Right. I wish I could give Jurassic 100 lower.
I wish I
No,
could
you
give
can't keep taking people's points away. All right?
it. I wish every point you took away, I could give it, so it would never change.
Well, I mean, Poppascotch would have to give it. I took it away from him. He can add a point to someone else's score later on.
I'm going to take away your negative point and make it a positive.
I think we can only do real numbers from now on.
Boo earns.
Well, I say that, but then we have several fractions here.
Well, fractions are real numbers.
I don't think you're right.
You can tell a scientist what a number is.
Well, he dropped the ball on all the space stuff in the Call of Duty episode, which has not aired yet.
I know.
So,
Wait, what space stuff? You didn't ask me any space stuff.
that's true, I did. Anyway, so...
There were so many unanswered questions. Couldn't even get them all out.
Nope. So many. It was just... Because if you shoot a bullet, would it orbit the Earth and hit you in the back?
If you shoot it the right way.
Depends how close you are to the Earth.
I guess there would be
Gravitational
an
pull.
angle involved.
Like if you had good aim.
No, you'd be pushed directly back.
You would just still orbit the Earth. You wouldn't.
No.
Well, this is definitely what the people came to hear.
Oh yeah.
This fascinating pseudoscience stuff that none of us know the answers to, except of course for Dr. Scientist.
Yeah.
But
He's not sharing them.
why would he? So let's talk about our first game. Let's lead into it a little bit.
All right, the number 5 ranking.
Our number 5 ranking. What game is it, Dr.
5.
Scientist?
Yeah, well, we gave it a 57 out of 81 combined,
Damn good score.
Oh, that game.
Yep.
I know what
and it was Infamous,
Yeah.
which is a really good superhero game, I thought.
Yeah, I thought it was a great origin story. Yeah. It was fun. A lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Riding the rails was one of the best parts.
It was a lot like if Spider-Man could have been flying around the world back in the day. Like, just free reign.
Yeah.
Spider-Man and all over the place.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Just
mean,
keep saying Spider-Man, it'll work.
It'll work.
I recall I did tell you guys in the episode the story of how I had to find the shards 3 times.
Yeah.
That's
there
probably
were-
the best part of the
I
game.
never did it because I knew it would be impossible to find them all.
I did after the 3rd one, and the first 2 games, I swear to God, that fucking thing glitched on me. Because I went through the list of where they are 3 times and went to the locations, even for ones I knew I already got.
You know, sometimes the platinum's just not worth it.
Yeah, I wish I would have known that back then.
No.
Back then, it was worth it.
Yeah, how
Different
much
times.
did you get for each platinum? Like $20?
Like 2 HJs.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I think they gave you I think if you got 5, you got $1 for a while on PlayStation.
They were worth
They stopped
something.
that, yeah.
Yeah, they gave you like rewards points.
Yeah. Because there were certain games you
Did you
could
ever cash any?
you could
in?
pay like 99 cents for and get more than 99 cents worth of stuff from it.
Interesting.
I don't remember that.
It was a very
Different
short
time.
lifetime
Yeah.
of the...
It wasn't long.
Cool. So this game made by Sucker Punch,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yep, and the same people who made Sly Cooper. And I do remember one of the unlockable weapons was the Sly Cooper staff.
There were unlockable
Really?
weapons in it?
Yeah,
What?
For what?
might have been.
What the hell
Infamous
do you
too.
need weapons
Infamous
for?
2, you had the sweat, you had that like club type thing. I don't remember that in the first
Oh,
one.
maybe.
But
Maybe
you
that's what
could.
he's talking
It
about.
might have been Infamous too, but I think you could unlock
Maybe.
the staff from Sly Cooper.
Yeah, but what do you need? You didn't use weapons in the first Infamous, right?
You didn't, well, I mean, you just shot fucking lightning at
Electricity
everybody.
and
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. And you had your lightning grenades and your lightning sniper
Yeah, sticky
rifle
light
version.
grenades and
Sneaky.
Sticky.
Ah,
The sticky.
I like
icky.
sneaky grenades better.
the sticky icky.
Ah, the stickiest of the ickiest. Granadas. All right, well, how about we play a clip from the episode? We'll go into it. This is our number 5 episode of...
Best of the episode done by Poppascotch.
Yes.
Number 5.
Beep, 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 beep.
Classic Gangs of New York City style.
Yeah. And there's separate
Yep.
islands.
Are there separate... I should have really took a look at the map before I started this, because I know there's...
Well, you have to cross bridges to get to other areas, so...
Right.
Yeah, true.
And I like how you can't go into the water
Yeah.
because you'll just electrocute and die. I like how they at least made a reason for why you can't swim anywhere.
Doesn't make any sense.
Well, because there's...
It would dissipate your electricity and kill you.
It would kill everything around you.
Maybe it kills you, too. But they also give a reason for him not to wield guns, too, which I liked.
Oh, yeah.
Because they explode in his hands because it lights the...
That's pretty cool.
And I guess we should mention that the way you actually fight people is by using electricity. And I don't really know how to word this properly. My words aren't good. But like you use electricity as different methods of like firearms almost. Like you have quick bursts.
Projectiles.
There's like
yeah,
right projectile. There's a sniper rifle type upgrade.
sure is. And there's grenades.
And there's like a shotgun one where you just blow a whole area of things away.
yeah, just blast back.
My favorite, and still one of my favorite skills to this day, is like the concussion blast, the force push.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than getting like parkouring up a roof, seeing like 4 dudes in front of you, and just being like, whooah, and they just fly off the roof.
Kind of like the Skyrim shout.
Yeah.
Who's Roda?
Roda.
Yeah, exactly. Which was Skyrim released before or after this?
After. I have to think after.
What was this? 08?
2009. Yeah, it was definitely after.
I'm going to look it up. But while I check that out, what happens right after this?
After you come to on the roof?
Yeah. Well, you don't really come to. It's kind of like you wake up for your day.
Just like your normal
Yeah.
day 14 into quarantine. And then you see something on the TV.
About food being, well, it's the guy who hacks the TV and says that food's going to be dropped at some place.
Yeah, how does he know?
I don't know, dude. He's like a secret hacker guy, you know.
Oh, he just hacks everything and knows all the info.
He hacked the Gibson. So he's on there.
The fuck out of here. Across state lines?
Well, he's inside the islands, maybe across the island lines.
Okay.
But they call him the voice of survival, by the way.
Oh.
He does have a name.
Oh, really?
That's not really a name, but
Boss.
and then you head towards where that's dropped off, and
Oh, before you go there, Zeke's like, dude, you blew up my fucking gun.
oh yeah,
Let's go find this one. It's like I paid the guy and he left it under a car in a parking lot.
And
he
there's
get
three.
there, yeah. He's like, oh god, I thought there'd be one car. There's so many. We'll
gotta look
never
under-
find it.
Yeah. I thought that was ridiculous too. It's underneath the first one.
It's like, should I look underneath? Nah, fuck it. Check this out. And like cars just flying around. I assumed that was like the tutorial mission.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
still, it was ridiculous.
Oh, that's another thing to mention. We all played this, right?
Yes.
Okay. I have an extremely infuriating story, but we're gonna save that for the end, buddy. I know, Syintist, you're gonna love it because it makes me mad,
Yeah,
and it's mostly of my own doing. So
I hope it has to do with an extra playthrough. But anyway,
All right, so you go to the first supply drop.
yeah, and you get your first moral choice, which is a big thing in this game, either good or bad.
Oh yeah, it's all about the karma, really.
Yeah.
It changes all your weapons and everything.
Does that do that in this one?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, because I watched the bad one and he had different
I wasn't sure if that was
grenades
only
and
in
shit.
Infamous 2 or if it just changed the color of it.
interesting.
After the food, you make your decision about the food.
Yeah, we'll just go with the good karma. 'cause
Well,
that's,
I mean, we could just say you make a decision about it because it doesn't really affect much.
yeah, true.
After you do that, the voice of reality TV or whatever he was called.
Voice of survival.
Okay.
Get it right, motherfucker.
He comes on and he's like, hey, everybody, check out this video that just apparently showed up 2 weeks after the explosion that shows this terrorist, and it shows your face really big, who caused the explosion. And then all of a sudden your girlfriend's mad at you
Yeah, what's she mad at?
because her sister died in the explosion, and now apparently,
She didn't know until that moment that you caused the explosion.
well, you didn't cause it.
But she didn't know you were in the center of it.
Well, she had to have, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
And she had to have known that Cole was in the center of it, but no one had any idea, or no one had any reason to believe that Cole started it. And he had no idea either. He just woke up and like started running away from the rubble.
And I mean, just because there's a video of him holding it, I guess he survives, but don't you think there'd be more questions than, oh, this guy's the terrorist that did it?
Yeah, this bike messenger delivering a package.
And here's the other thing I don't understand. If they had the video before the explosion when he was holding it and the thing blew up, why would everyone be like, he's still out there, guys? There's no way he died from being at the center of this explosion.
Yeah, true. And even if he is, why did people try to beat you up and shit then? It's like, you couldn't survive that explosion. I ain't gonna fuck with you.
Yeah.
That's a good point. It's like, are you going to come at me with sticks? I just survived that explosion. Oh, yeah, by the way, I can throw fucking electricity, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Bring it.
And apparently he killed 10,000 people with that explosion? Is that what we're led to believe?
A lot. I'll just say a lot. I don't know if the exact number
Because he
was
says
said.
something about killing another 10,000 with the choice later.
But anyway, after this, you figure out you have to escape the island. Have you found out when Skyrim was released yet?
Yeah, I did. It was released in 2011, so it was at least 2 years after.
Yeah, there we go.
Wow. I thought it was much longer after that.
2.5 years, November. So
All right. So Zeke and you have the great idea of, let's cross this bridge and get out of here so people stop thinking I'm a terrorist.
Yeah, let's kill these cops.
Yeah. Let's kill these cops quarantining the city from the plague that's infesting it. So you go to the bridge and Zeke somehow survives while all the innocent people get shot.
Yep. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I think he just jumped off the side or something.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he falls into the water.
Yeah.
He swims to the shore.
And you get caught by an FBI agent.
Yeah, because you just happen to jump out of the way of the bullets and into like a room that's just got her in it.
Like an interrogation room.
Yeah, so fucking. She's like, I was waiting for you. It's like, what?
That's a genius level plan.
Yeah.
Does that not happen to you guys? I mean, I constantly just jump for my life and then end up in rooms being interrogated.
Yeah, I'm tired of telling them no.
Well, I mean, not every time.
They always want me to work with them.
Losers.
But the FBI agent's name is Moya, and tells you that her husband was in a group called the First Sons. Did she tell you that at this point?
Yeah.
Okay.
She tells you about the First Sons.
And they were developing a ray sphere. I don't know exactly why. Was it to give people powers? Or just, I don't know.
Well, you find out later why.
Yeah, but they were developing it, and she hasn't seen him or heard from him since the explosion and wants you to find him. And if you can help her find him, she'll let you off the island. So she obviously knows you're not a terrorist.
Right. And just the important distinction, her husband was not a First Son. He was an FBI agent trying to infiltrate the First Sons.
Okay.
Yeah, he was undercover.
So he may have been a First Son.
Well, so technically, yes, he was, I guess, a First Son. But he wasn't a First Son first. He was a husband first.
Husband first, Syintist second, FBI agent third,
First Son fourth. Okay. So he's the fourth First Son.
Yeah, there we go.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Just, we want to have it right for record-keeping purposes. A lot of people are criticizing us about this. And by a lot, I mean literally nobody.
Well, that's because we do it so perfectly.
Well, yeah, okay. The ray sphere, the whole point of it is to take everyone's energy around you and transfer it to the person holding the ray sphere. So it's essentially to create superheroes, but while murdering a whole bunch of other people.
Sounds like a fair trade-off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. How else are you going to make superheroes? I don't know any other way.
Well, if you guys watch The Boys, you'd find another way.
Gamma radiation.
Ooh, tie in. Sorry, go ahead. What?
Tie into what? Are we getting money from them? Or
Amazon's paying for my Prime subscription.
But she lets you go, and you end up running a bunch of errands for her.
Yeah, but before she lets you go, she's like, I can hear everything you say.
Yeah, because I've hacked your phone, so don't lose it.
Yeah, but there's points where you're like, hey, you there? And like, she talks to you like she's not listening the whole time. I don't know. I thought it was a little shady.
Well, I mean, yeah.
She is shady, yeah.
This is where Google got the idea to listen through your webcam.
Thanks, Infamous.
Yeah, real cool. But I do have written down here just some of the random adventures she sends you on, just to quickly run through this. You help out one of John's associates. I guess it's just a side quest. You help out one
Brandon?
of John's buddies.
Yeah.
Yep. And then you rescue a train that you thought was where John was. It turns out he wasn't there anyway. But basically, side mission, you rescue a train. I think that's where you get the rail riding ability.
Yeah.
And you reactivate substations.
Yeah, you just turn power on to every fucking section of the city.
Which is how you unlock new powers.
Which, I think that's an awesome mechanic. I like open world games always have a problem about like having this huge world and just locking off areas arbitrarily till you get far enough away into the story. And in this game, it's like, well, you can go there all you want, but there's no electricity. And if there's no electricity, you can't heal yourself at all.
Or use your powers.
Yeah.
Or use your power. Like, you'll use them all out in seconds and then be a sitting duck, basically.
Just be a normal person.
Yeah, like who the fuck wants that?
Yeah, that's no game.
I wonder how people live with it every day.
Yeah, fucking weirdo.
Because I remember, and the substations you had to go in, you had to fight through basically what was like an underground tunnel, I guess is the way to put it.
Yeah.
And you touch the thing, you fire it up, the portion of the city has power, and then you get like usually some new superpower.
Yeah, then you can always just pop out of the sewer
Yeah.
at the end of it. Why can't you just go in the sewer right there to begin with?
Because it
That's a
locks
good
on the
question.
inside.
Oh, it's one of those doors that just only
Yeah.
opens from the inside. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I don't remember. It's been a while. It's been at least a decade since I played this game.
Touche.
But what is it that allows you to unlock a substation? Do you have to get to a certain point of the story, or do you need a certain point of like a certain level area, or I forget what it is.
It might be a part of the story thing, but it might just be a collectible like the rest of the stuff you come across.
Yeah, because I don't think you have to power them all up.
No, you don't. There's certain ones you have to do.
Yeah, certain ones in the story you got to do, but then other ones you can just...
Yeah, because they only like level up your things. I don't remember exactly how it goes, but
Gotcha. But I think this is one of these activities is also where you first meet one of our baddies, Sasha. And what is so special about Sasha? Either of you?
She talks to you.
well, she also has some kind of poison oil thing that she spreads around and
She's kind of like
drives people mad.
that guy from one of the Mercer guy.
Yeah, the FBI agent he was talking to the whole time.
Yeah.
I saw her as like a scarecrow analog. Like she throws that shit in your face and then
Yeah, but
you
Yeah, she's kind of like that.
is she the head honcho behind that, or that's
She's
just part of it?
she was a first son. Okay, so apparently the first sons had like a power structure.
Yeah.
And then Kessler, who we'll get into in a sec, but Kessler is like, I'm going to take over this shit. And then the top of the food chain in the First Sons just left to start their own gang. So she's the leader of the Reapers.
yeah, and she makes oil and she can talk to you while you're covered in the oil, and
And
kind
the
of
oil
trippy.
turns
Yeah.
people into Reapers,
Yeah,
right?
I assume.
Yes,
'cause
that is correct.
And she just controls them with her mind control because she's part of the oil.
Yeah,
Okay.
she makes it weird talking to you while you're.
Yeah, she's always talking like, "Oh, I loved you, not that bitch."
Yeah, this all goes down when Moya's telling him to like clean a water supply
Yeah,
that's infected by all this gunk. And this is actually where we first meet Kessler.
yeah, because there's these machines pumping the oil into the water, which is making people follow her or become her vassals.
Right.
Yep.
Now, I have it written down here that Kessler gives him a vision of the future, but I forget what that was.
I have Guy Show's future, and then I don't have what it was either.
I think it was just like glimpses.
Yeah, like flashes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
where that
something
is
like
in
that.
the fucking... These notes are atrocious. Who took these?
But you find she's not like an FBI agent; she's a DARPA agent, which is kind of a secret group of government whatever's.
Yeah, they're supposed to be like a clandestine government group that doesn't answer to anybody. But in reality, DARPA does exist, and they're a bunch of nerds that just come up with tech, basically.
That's what you think.
Fair point.
Yeah.
That's
You don't know
what the
nothing.
public thinks. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe they are
What does DARPA stand
super
for?
badasses. How about I look it up and you guys talk about stuff?
All right, where the hell are we?
Well, you're going down to the tar. Kessler shows you something in the future. I think it's just glimpses of random things that happen. And
DARPA stands for the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency.
sounds like a fear type thing.
Oh, okay.
It does, really. They're part of the U.S. Department of Defense, responsible for the development of emerging technologies for use by the military.
And they can't stop our computers from getting hacked.
Oh, this is the point
Bunch
where
of
Trish
nerds.
is like,
Yeah, then Trish.
she's bitching at you. She's like, "What the fuck? Clean this shit up."
yeah.
It's like, what?
Do favors for me.
Yeah, you owe me.
You accidentally held a bomb that killed my sister. Do a bunch of stuff.
My sister's dead, and you're a dick.
Now do some stuff. So you do
Fucking
some
help
stuff.
these people because I can't.
She really lays the guilt trips on pretty good
I
here.
don't know. Like he had any fucking idea. Jesus.
I'm just a bike messenger.
Yeah. This reminds me a lot of Premium Rush. You guys ever see that?
Yes. Yes, I did. I don't know why.
Because it's a great movie. It's where I started my fanship of Michael Shannon.
That's where you started?
Just because the stupid shit he says in it.
There's so many great Michael Shannon roles, and that's the one. You
Yeah.
know what? All right.
When he's like,
Okay.
I'm chasing a bike. All right, anyway.
Oh, God. So The Wizard and Premium Rush are going to be live watch episodes.
The Wiz. I thought it was Little Monsters.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Well, let's just do all of them. And we'll do The Wiz, the fucking reimagining of
Sounds good to
Dorothy
me.
and the Scarecrow and all those assholes. No, perfect.
Can you believe Man, we were some cuddles back then in that infamous
Man, we
episode.
sound so young.
I know, right? All the way back from August 15th, this episode came out.
Well, we recorded it a little bit before then.
That's
What
true.
happened to us?
I mean, I could have looked
Society
at
is
the...
beating us down.
Yeah, we were young, wide-eyed, naive kids back then.
Bunch of goofs.
Oh, man.
Bunch of goofs.
Bunch of goofs. But what a great game. One that can be loved by all.
Yeah, but not as great as our number 4 game.
Oh,
That's called a segue, guys.
That was pretty nice.
number
It almost sounds like you know what you're doing over there.
beep, beep, beep.
So, number 4. What is our number 4 game, Mr. Chump Slap?
You asking me?
It's the game that I'm the only one that played. Neither of you did.
Darksider.
Yes, Dark Siders.
Which had one more
Robots in
point
the
than
sky.
Infamous.
Yes. And I don't remember much about this story, but I remember liking it. So,
I remember it being pretty badass. You like one of
The apocalypse starts
Horse
early
riders in the
and
apocalypse.
war shows
right,
up.
right.
someone tricks you into coming to Earth a little early.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And then you get punished, and then you got it. Then some time passes, like 100 years. And
Oh, this was some bullshit where it's like the only way you're playing as war, and you have to arrive when the seal's broken, so the seal gets broken or something like that. There's a catalyst for
fake
you
break
having
the
to
seal or
arrive.
something.
They faked it out.
You showed up, and the other horsemen aren't there because the seal wasn't actually broken.
Right, but you get there and everyone's like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" And you're like, "They called me. What do
Yeah.
you want me to do here?"
Yeah.
And then you get put into like a jail for 100 years, and after the 100 years, you're allowed to go out and try and figure
Try
it
to
out.
fix it.
Yeah,
Yeah, then you're allowed to investigate.
because Darksiders 2 and 3 happen in that 100 years in between the time.
Oh, okay. But you also don't play as war again, right? You play as
No, you play as Death in 2 and Strife in 3.
Gotcha.
And then what happens before?
They don't have it yet.
Wait, is 3 the one that just came out?
Yeah.
Ish, soonish.
Yeah.
And this game, Darksiders, the first one, OG, was from 2010, the very, very beginning of 2010.
Yep.
Wow.
I know, it seems like...
It's almost 10 years ago.
I remember when it came out. Actually, it just hit its 10-year anniversary a week ago.
Just did.
Yeah, how about that?
Wow, time flies.
Sure does. Those last 3 weeks went by so fast.
So quick. I just barely had any time to notice.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you have a bunch of updates for Death Stranding, but let's save that. Let's save that for one of the main episodes.
Ooh-wee.
And, well, there's like Christian mythology game and run through hack and slashy.
Oh, yeah. Hacky slash. I remember
Was
that.
it more of a beat 'em up or more of a hack and slash?
Well, you have a sword, so I would assume it's hack and slash.
And beat 'em up.
Yeah.
Well, the
kinda
way
both.
I define it, which may not even be correct now that I'm thinking about it,
I get confused by the ups.
you're like a beat 'em up. Whenever I think of a beat 'em up, I think of like Batman, the Arkham games.
I was going to say Streets of Rage.
I thought Double Dragon,
Okay.
but hack and slash I thought of as like this.
It was definitely not side-scrolling.
yeah. Yeah, it's 3D environment.
But is it a Metrovania?
No,
Okay.
sort of. Yeah, kind of is.
Oh, okay.
Not really, but
Watch
it kind
it
of is.
backtrack.
No, yes.
Yeah.
No, it is, but it's not at all. But
It's more platformer.
when did we release this episode? August 8th?
Yeah, a week before Infamous.
Man, we were on a roll, picking real, actual good games before I scotched it up. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, before we got in our groove.
I don't remember who picked this. Who picked Infamous?
It was either me or you, Chump Slap.
Hold on, we have it
I
written
don't know
down.
who picked.
Infamous was
I think it's me.
Poppascotch.
Yeah.
And I picked Darksiders.
Oh, shit.
And what was the next game that what's his face picked?
Well,
Are we gonna get to that?
we'll get to that.
Okay.
Ooh, it's one of the top 3.
Yeah, we really crushed August of 2019. Holy shit. But this is one I still haven't played. I think I might enjoy playing it, but it's just a time thing.
Yeah.
Like if we did this as a career and this is all we did,
Yeah.
like I would
Oh, yeah.
I'd be thrilled to do like an all day Saturday where I just played through this.
Plus,
I'd put 40 hours into this game just to try it.
Yeah.
it's also like 10 years old, so it's still it's a little,
But didn't they release a remake?
yeah,
Well, I mean it doesn't mean it's
pretty much the same.
Yeah.
But you don't realize how much games change in 10 years that year.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was talking about it in one of our previous episodes, one of our recent ones, that even when I was playing Ghostbusters, the remake, like you could tell it's a PS3 generation game.
Yeah. Even the remake?
Yeah, I mean it's still playable and it still looks good, but just the control, something about it feels
Yeah, they don't
Looser.
feel as smooth.
yeah. I can't really explain
weird.
it. If you picked it up right now and played it, you'd be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I get
Go
it."
try to play Sonic.
Oof.
Oh, yeah.
Horrible. I didn't know there was such thing as lag until I tried to play Sonic again recently.
It's like what we get to when we play on our Google Stadias. Single player lag.
Oh, that's a burn.
Hot take.
We haven't
Hot
lit them
take.
up for a while. I still have not played it since that original testing.
Exactly why we haven't lit it up yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, I got to put more stick time in it. I'm going to wire it in, so see if that helps.
See if Death Stranding's on it.
I don't know. I think that'd be too much fun.
I know.
Like, that's the thing.
Yeah, it is single player.
They just released their first exclusive game.
Really?
Yeah, it's like an indie type game.
It's called Lagathon,
Lagathon
The
2021.
Legend of Stadia.
Lag farmer. Lag simulator.
What would Lag Simulator be like? Tell us about it, Dr. Scientist.
You own a Stadia. Why don't you tell us?
Oh,
Fuck
snap.
you. Oh, by the way, as part of being a founder, someone who got it on launch day,
yeah.
they gave me 3 free months to give to anybody. Which one of you guys wants it?
How about you just get to the highlights of Darksiders?
Yeah, let's get back to Darksiders.
I don't know. I could talk Stadia all day.
No, I would rather not.
I would, because it'd be fun.
And here are maybe some funny things we said about Darksiders. I don't remember.
Did we say anything funny about this game? I think we all had a pretty
You'll
positive.
let us know.
I will, and I'll let us know right now with our number 4 game of 2019.
Number 4.
Beep, 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 beep. So you ride this griffin.
Are there griffins in Christian mythology?
Well, I mean, it's a European thing, so I'm sure.
In this
it is.
mythology, there is.
Or do you think maybe there are just like griffins underneath the ground hibernating, and then the apocalypse brought them up?
But they seem to be on the angel side, and I wouldn't think angels needed griffins.
I'm pretty sure there's.
They do have wings, right?
Yeah.
Why would they need griffins?
as
Man,
pets.
we're gonna have to get deep into griffins on one of these very special episodes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Maybe it's like attack elephants. There's griffins.
Isn't one of the gospel writers a griffin?
Yeah. Like an eagle head.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
I don't know.
I assume anything from like Middle Ages mythology is from Christian somewhere.
I don't think anything's fact, so who cares?
It's all it's all made up.
Yo, which made up story element do you guys want to talk about the most?
Let's debate it.
I was just curious. I didn't know where griffins. I didn't know they were from religious mythology. I don't know where they, like the Neverending Story. Is that where griffins came from?
Who knows?
I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure most of this stuff isn't like in the Bible and it's all just made up afterwards anyway.
Were there griffins in like Greek mythology or something?
Probably. There were chimeras.
I think there might have been. Yeah.
Anyway, we talked more about griffins today than anyone has in the last 15 years.
I wouldn't bet on that.
I'm sure.
I would.
I'm sure there's
I bet you there's some kind of
game programmers who talk about it,
or like religious studies guy who wrote a thesis on griffins.
or some stupid Magic the Gathering dorks.
Griffin tribals.
Fucking idiots.
So dumb.
Anyway, you get the Timeouts domain and you fight through that.
And you beat him up.
Yeah, or her. I think it's a her.
I have Gargoyle Guy written down
Timeouts a
with
female in
titties. That's
mythology.
right. I was gonna write Gargoyle with titties.
But I didn't. But I remembered I
I
wanted.
do remember that. I was like, "No, we shouldn't say that." But here we are.
So you fight Tiamat. In this game, you get a lot of like weird sub weapons that are ripped off of other games. And you get a hook shot for this one. And there's like a portal gun later. But anyway, you fight Tiamat. You cut out her heart, and then Volgrim shows up and opens up quick travel for you.
Yeah, this one's weird. He's just like, "Hey, I can show you how to get out of here. Just show me the heart."
Yeah,
What's that all about?
he's a demon, man. I don't question him.
He's like, "Oh, he just wants. That's for the spank bank."
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, he likes baby souls. What's the
Yeah,
difference between
I
a
mean-
demon heart?
He's a demon. He doesn't have any morals. We just went over.
You're right.
this.
I mean, that's what they'd be into, right? That'd be their thing.
I guess.
I'm so close-minded, guys. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's something I got to get through. You know,
fair.
that's all me.
We're here to
It's all
help.
me. I'm working on it. Jesus.
So you bring the heart back to Samael, and he eats it. That's pretty much that part.
No. And then he's like, why don't you kill that Watcher? He like makes you punch the Watcher in the face.
Well, he doesn't
Oh,
make
that's right.
kinda
You
do
like you shove his face in the lava or something,
I don't know.
and the Watcher's like,
Yeah.
bro, WTF?
WTF. Yeah. Does he say something like the Watcher's holding you back, or is that later?
Yeah, he's like, the Watcher's actually holding your powers back. If you kill him, you'll be more powerful.
But War is a man of honor.
Nice.
And-
Nice.
And Samael tells you to go that the second one is the Griever.
Ah, yes. But you need the...
That's the spider thingy.
Nope.
No, it's not.
God damn it!
It's sort
One
of
them's a spider.
spider-like. It's more of like a crab, but
No, Silitha, the brood mother, is the spider. Idiot.
Oh, okay.
so yeah, you have to go.
But that. All right. I'm not even gonna get into it.
I don't know. What this one look like?
It was kind of spider-ish, but it was like insect-like.
Was this the one that you had to... It was like it chains, and you had to get your horse to fight it?
No.
Or is that the next one?
That's the next one.
Okay.
This one's kind of like I believe you had to get like a mine cart and push it into it and then break the...
Oh,
It
okay.
is kind of spider-like. You were
Yep.
right, Poppascotch. But
Here we are. Beat it with a train
Okay.
car.
Because I was pretty sure it was either Tiamat or Griever was the spider-ish thing, and then you said no on the first one, so I'm like, okay, it has to be the second one. And then you said no, and I'm like, fuck you. There's no anyway. You murder it pretty good, right?
well, he tells you have to go.
We have to go to Ulthane to
Yeah.
get the Black Hammer first.
You have to go through the...
Oh, okay.
That's when Ulthane,
And that's when you meet Ulthane.
the man.
Don't you like fight him first,
Yeah. It's a pain
and
in the ass fight.
then Ariel shows up,
Ariel,
and
yeah, Ariel's the mermaid.
right? I get those two confused all the time.
Yeah, Ariel, whatever.
Yeah, then
They're both angels. You're welcome.
and then you fight Uriel,
Oh, boy.
and Ulthane's kind of on your side, and you end up having a contest with him to kill as many angels as you can.
And then whoever beats the most angels gets the hammer, or what?
Something like that.
Something, or he'll open the door if you beat the most angels. Yeah.
I think he opens the door either way. But I'm not sure. I don't remember.
I don't know. I never played it both ways.
But anyway, you end up killing a lot of angels. Then you end up in the Griever's domain.
And you push a fucking train car into his eye.
Yeah. And cut out its heart. Go back to Samael. He tells you about the next one you have to go.
And that is the Stygian, right?
Yes.
The big worm with like the predator face.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, you can't go without the chronosphere.
Yeah.
Here it is. Here's all the info I know. Here you go.
So basically, this is the third of 4 fetch quests, basically.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the murder quests.
Murder quest. Okay, that works
Yeah,
too.
let's call him Murder Quest.
Yeah, so then, because if you try and go to this place beforehand, you get killed. You need the chronosphere to go through it.
Okay.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, is it
Gotcha.
like an open world?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you can go back and forth to all these parts, but it's Metroidvania-ish where you need
Well, you need certain
abilities,
jump
yeah.
fight. Yeah, okay. Because he gives you wings later
yeah,
and
and
stuff.
there's like rocks you can blow up and shit later and things like that.
Oh, this sounds like a fun game. I might have just added a point.
They did remaster it for PS4, didn't they?
Yeah, I played it again, I think, this year, actually.
Yeah, it looks
But,
pretty
yeah,
good.
so you go to
too.
the Ashlands and use the chronosphere to cross it. And you end up in an arena battle, fighting a whole bunch of things. And you end up fighting a guy on a horse. You kill him. And the horse kind of like goes apeshit for a while, and eventually
Yeah, and then it's like, kill it. The
yeah,
Watcher's
the
just...
Watcher wants you to kill it, but you refuse.
And then you
Oh,
just
right,
stand
yeah.
there and the horse runs through you like
Yeah.
a ghost.
It's kind of like, I guess, breaking the
Hashtag
horse.
Ghost Horse.
Ghost horse,
Breaking the ghost horse.
I guess.
Breaking the Ghost Horse.
And
Awesome.
I assume it's his horse from him being a horseman. He gets a horse. I assume that's his horse.
Yeah,
It's
how'd
just-
this asshole get it?
Well, I think after War died,
Oh,
it was gone for 100 years. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Why do you think the Watcher wanted him to kill it?
Because he's the dickhead. He's kind of an asshole the entire game.
Yeah, he's supposed to be there to like keep you in check and make sure you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, but he definitely seems to have like his own agenda.
Yeah.
For sure. Like he's not just keeping an eye. Well, I guess, his name's Watcher. He should just be keeping an eye, but I don't trust this guy, especially with that creepy ass voice.
Yeah, I think he just wants you to kill as many things as
Yeah, he's
just
weird.
like kill it.
Fetishist.
Fuck it. I want to see kill and fuck it.
Kill it. Fuck it. But it is kind of cool when you get the horse. I think you have to hit L1 and R1 and the horse just appears underneath you and you can do it anywhere.
Yeah, that was pretty weird.
You kind of get used to it. It's kind of awesome later. And you go through the rest of the Ashlands and you end up fighting the Stygian, who's just a
Big worm.
Yeah. You guys never played Shadow of the Colossus, but it's a lot like the Shadow Colossus fight where you fight the worm.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking that.
Yeah, I thought that too.
So you end up killing the Stygian and jumping in its mouth and breaking its heart out from the inside.
Yeah, the blood just shoots up from the ground and you're just, boom, got a heart. That's pretty good. I thought.
And was this the classic thing where you have to like, you can't pull that move unless their energy's low enough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that?
Classic.
Yeah. Okay. Classic video game move.
So you cut out the heart and you bring it back to Samael and get it, and he
Yada, yada, yada.
really eats it up. And then he tells you to go towards Silitha,
The brood mother.
the brood mother, and that she'll find him if he goes anywhere near her to me.
This one's the most like a spider,
Yes.
if you ask me.
This is the most spider-ish boss in the game.
Because it's a
Okay.
spider.
Yeah, because it is a spider. This is 110% spider.
Yeah, exactly. I like how you start this level in the little cocoon and you have to just wiggle yourself out.
Yeah, because they catch you, like her and her brood,
That's pretty good.
and she kind of tells you that Samael's lying to you, and it's just going to restore him the power. You don't need them to get in.
This is where you find out. She's like, this isn't about the tower. This is about the four we're watching. So Samael doesn't get all his power back, and we hold his blood.
Because he betrayed the Destroyer. So the Destroyer.
Yeah.
It's like you're not murdering the other prisoners that are standing in his way. You're murdering the guards.
Yeah.
The guards of the prison.
Ooh. Prison guards.
So you say fuck it and kill her anyway and rip her heart out.
Yeah. You're like, fuck it. He's
Yeah,
gonna.
that does it. I didn't say it stopped you.
And after you rip her heart out, you head towards Samael and give him the last heart he needs.
And even the Witcher, the Witcher, the Watcher's like, are you sure you want to do that, man?
So you give it to Samael, and he gains all his power back, and he's Super Samael.
Oh boy,
Super
are
Saiyan.
you waiting for that one?
Super Saiyan Samael.
Oh, why? Was that something? Did I miss something?
The Super Saiyan or whatever it is. It's a
Samael?
Dragon Ball
Thing.
Oh, Super Saiyan?
Samsonite. That's it.
Sure.
Yeah, no, I wasn't going towards that at all.
Oh. All right.
Cool. Great.
So it's 100%
Anyway.
Samael.
You really took the gem out of his donut with that.
You sure did, buddy. Thanks. Like, hey, isn't it blah blah Poppascotch trying to yuck it up? And then no, absolutely not. It's not where it's from. You're an idiot.
No,
Stop
you
it.
fucking idiot.
Well, I was so confused by what he meant. I was like, I'm not trying to do
Chump
anything.
Slap was there with
I
me.
totally understood. We were on the same page.
I'm just not on the same page.
No, not at all.
They definitely play a role.
They just show
For
up
sure.
when it happens.
Yeah.
Like once the party starts, it's like, oh, here we go.
I think them showing up is supposed to bring about the end of Armageddon.
Okay. Yeah.
Because
And
they're the
it's
seventh
a
season.
restart of everything.
Yeah. Then Azrael goes on to explain a lot.
Yeah, what does he tell us?
Uh,
I'll take this one.
all right.
He tells about how he and Abaddon had a plan to break the 6 seals and then
Not break the seventh. So
not break the 7th, but it somehow he doesn't go into how they sent the message to war. Like,
that's explained.
oh, is it?
Yeah,
How'd
just
that
not
happen?
now.
Oh,
Because he doesn't know how it's dark, but someone else does.
oh yeah, because he says, "What are you doing here? The 7th seal's not broken."
Yeah.
Right,
And
right.
he never broke it. And he also says that, well, him and Abaddon wanted to start a war with Hell.
They wanted to just destroy hell.
Yeah, they thought that,
Heaven could win.
yeah, even though the humans weren't ready for Armageddon, they wanted to do it. And they said something had to be done. So they,
Which is kind of a dick move.
yeah.
Oh, kind of does have to be done.
And they were planning on telling the Charred Council that Hell made the attack. Yeah, it's convoluted.
But then
the plan.
it's very convoluted. But then Abaddon died, and it ruined everything.
Yes.
Yeah. And then who bound Azrael?
The Destroyer.
The Destroyer, which...
It's explained then. But yes, he's bound there, and you go through a whole tower of puzzles to beat it.
This is where you get the portal gun.
Yeah.
Which gave me the idea of portal.
You go through a whole tower of puzzles, and you free Azrael, and the Watcher wants you to kill him, but then Azrael reminds him that he has no way off the island if he kills Azrael. So he'll take him to the fight so he can fight Straga, who is kind of the fifth chosen one, the last one he has to beat, I guess.
The last chosen one before the Destroyer fight.
Yeah. So I guess doing those tasks for Samael was kind of, he would have had to do them anyway. But Azrael takes you there and you fight Straga, which is kind of an annoying fight, but it was fun too. I remember that.
I mean, well, he could have also killed them and not gave the hearts to Samael.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, what happens if he would have eaten the hearts? Would he have gotten all that power?
I don't know.
Or do you think it was part of Samael, so...
I think it was part of keeping Samael in his prison.
Let's go look it up back in the Book of Revelations again.
I don't think that part's in it.
What happens if 4 horsemen of the apocalypse eat the hearts of demons?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty fucking metal. You get a lot more
What, there's not,
followers on Christmas.
there's not FAQ's version?
FAQ's Book of Revelation.
Which religion do you want to join? This one's diddling kids. Oh, no, thank you. But demon fucking metal heart eating. What's up? It's like, well, you got me back.
Go on.
Yeah. After you beat Straga, well, Azrael also promised to help you after you beat him. So after you beat Straga, he shows up and tells you a story of Abaddon. After Abaddon died, he came to talk to Azrael about things. And then Azrael brought him to the Garden of Eden.
And Abaddon ate from the fruit of the knowledge tree.
Yes. And Azrael tells you Abaddon did that, and now you have to do that to see what's happening. And he lets you go through after you.
But first.
But
the classic in every single game ever made.
Mirror match.
The clone fight.
yeah, that I don't know, guys.
I was
I'm
really
not on board with the clone fight.
What? It's a staple.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I mean, yeah, okay, fine, whatever.
I'm
I
not
don't
a
wanna
fan
burst
of-
you seem very excited about this, and I don't want to. I don't want to scientist it up and shit all over it.
He's rubbing off on you, man.
Someone's got to help me do all the shitting.
All right, well, there's a fucking clone fight. All right, is that a little more subdued for you?
Where you fight the worst part of yourself.
The bad part that sucks. So then I said, you can't take that from there.
Oh, man. Oh, didn't see you guys come back. How about that clip where we talked about Darksiders? Wasn't that great, guys?
Oh, it's a classic.
We were
Really
on
takes you
fire
back.
that episode.
Takes you back to the hot month of August.
Yeah.
Oof. Scorcher.
It was one hell of a month. Well,
Now we're going to go through our number 3 game, which was also August.
Oh, August 1st, I think this one released.
Yeah.
we did August 1st. The game itself was released in October of 2008, and it holds a very special place in my heart because it was my first platinum.
Really?
Oh, your first numb?
It was my first num.
I don't know what my first name
Did you get it bronzed?
I should have. No, I think it was one of those games that came out without trophy support, and then they patched it in later.
Yeah, that was right around that time.
Really?
It was before every game had to have
What
trophies.
year was that?
2008.
Trophies have only been around for 12 years?
About.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, and remember there was a time when they didn't have to have trophies.
Yeah.
So you get half the games that came out with trophies.
No, see, there was a time when I played Xbox and we had
Achievements.
achievements.
Yeah,
Nobody goes for achievements anymore.
But Xbox... no one does. Those people that cared about that all jumped ship with the whole
They'd rather have trophies.
Yeah.
They
Would
wanna-
you rather have a trophy on your wall or an achievement?
Yeah.
Well, would you rather have a diploma or a trophy? You know, like one's achievement.
Well, you
one's
don't get diplomas from Xbox.
you get them for
achievements.
achieving stuff.
Would you like I passed my driver's ed class on the wall or a trophy?
I'd
I have it in my
rather.
wallet.
I would rather say I got a num than I got 1,000 gamer score.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of lame.
Yeah.
What did they call it? It wasn't platinum. What was it? Just
100%, or wasn't it
100%.
1,000 points or something?
Yeah, I thought it was 1,000 gamer score.
Yeah, they went by gamer score. Like, oh man, I only got like an 840 on that. Sounds so stupid.
Yeah.
It does it.
Yeah.
What do you say now? Oh, I got 75% of the trophies.
No,
Fair point.
It's either I numb it or I don't.
Those are the worlds we live in. You either numb it or you don't.
Man.
Anyway.
Sometimes it's like I don't even know you guys.
I'm pretty sure this is the only Chump Slap pick on the list.
What does that mean?
Well,
Top
out of
5.
I mean, out of 5, that's not,
Yeah,
That's not bad.
that's not that
I'm sure
terrible.
3 of them are scientists.
Well, no, 2 of them mine and 2 of them Poppascotch's and 1 of them is yours.
So why you fucking throw me under the bus?
You're the oddball.
It's because I like the slappers. This one is a slapper and a half.
Absolutely.
This
So
one got 64 points.
64 points out of a possible 81, so that's 17 off.
Yeah.
Wow, that's some quick math.
Wow,
I
that's
didn't think you
You're
could
welcome.
do it.
You're
I
welcome.
didn't think you could do it.
I am so
he's shooting
fucking
from
sick.
a hip too.
Wait, that's his calculator on his phone.
Oh, okay.
I was writing it down. I was doing
But
long
anyway,
form.
this is Dead Space.
Dead Space, an EA Sports. Was it EA Sport? No, it's not EA Sports.
EA
EA Sports. EA Sports
was,
titled Dead
Dude,
Space.
I remember that soccer field in space.
Jesus.
There was a basketball game in the second one, right?
Fuck
No, I
me.
think you're thinking of Lollipop Chainsaw.
Oh, okay.
No, wasn't there a game?
Yeah, there was like a game where you had to shoot something.
The
in.
balls into the hole or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the second one.
Are you serious?
It was like
Yes.
a mini game thing. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, I don't
I believe there's a trophy for it.
I stand corrected.
It was released from EA Redwood Shores and then published by EA.
Yeah, and I like this game even though I don't like third person over the shoulder shit
You don't like shooters.
or horror.
And you don't like horror.
There's nothing
Yeah.
about this game you would like.
Yeah.
It's space is what.
Space
got
is
it.
what did it. Yeah. It's enough
Science
space.
and you get to be a scientist,
Yeah.
a badass
An
scientist.
engineer.
So
That's what he's trained for.
what brought you to this game? How did you find it? Was it through me?
Probably.
Well, back in the day, there were only like 3 or 4 major games that came out in the year, right? Like huge. What year is this? Oh, 08?
We always forget. We keep asking it in all of our episodes. I remember because I edit them, but we keep asking like, when did the PlayStation 3 come out? we keep doing it. I believe PlayStation 3 was December of 06.
I'm going to get a tattoo of it on my.
Just so you can put it back of your hand so you can read it.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect. Just the date, and everybody be like, "Is that your child? Like, is that their birthday?" Like, no.
No.
PlayStation
Well,
3.
In a way, it is my child's birthday. But yeah, it was definitely December of 2006, and it came out prohibitively expensive. It was like $600
Yep.
to get the normal base version.
I believe I bought it anyway.
I don't remember. I didn't get it when it came out. I remember getting it
The 3?
the
No,
3.
I didn't get the 3. 4 I bought the day it came out.
Oh
Yeah,
fuck yeah, we did.
definitely.
Yeah, we all did.
I think I got the 3 the week it came out. I didn't have the original 60 gig version that was backwards compatible.
Yeah, I didn't have
Right,
that
yeah.
either. Yeah.
But I had like the next one.
I think was
Still
it a
works too.
was there a 2040 60?
Yeah, I think so.
And the 60. But then they released an 80 and 100.
Right.
Maybe I have the 80.
Because then I bought the 80. That's where the first one I had.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I had the 80 as well because I remember replacing the hard drive and getting like a terabyte in there.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
bragging. Anyway, so
How's Bragging Camp going?
it's great.
He numbed it.
Boom. Yeah, but I got mine when Grand Theft Auto 4 came out,
Oh, wow.
which I think was the following spring, like no, it had to be spring of 08 is when I got it.
Huh.
So what did you think of Dead Space?
It's
It's still fucking awesome.
it's still a great fucking game.
I like that you didn't have to shoot shit in the head.
Dude, I just love one of the first
Sever
things you
limbs.
see when you start the game is cut off the limbs or sever the limbs, like written in blood on the wall. You're like, what the fuck? Holy shit.
Cut off the limbs with what?
Yeah, you're like, what is some shit went down on this ship.
And I love that you can get kinesis and just stick shit to walls.
Oh yeah, or I love when you shoot off their arm, kinesis the arm, impale them with their own arm.
Yeah.
God, this is a fucking slapper, isn't it?
It is so slappy.
But yeah, I love this game.
Zombie games are slappers.
It's true.
I mean, I love 2, 3. We didn't do 2 or 3 yet.
No, we did not.
I look forward to doing those someday. So
The thing I remember most of any Dead Space game is when you and I played 3 co-op, and there's parts in the game where shit appears on the one player's screen but not the other.
Oh, I forgot
And you
about
have
that.
to talk. It's like
Well, we played it side by side, and his had like birthday presents in it, and like doll like certain areas you could only access multiplayer, and one player saw like teddy bears and stuff on it, and the other person didn't see anything.
That was so fucking cool.
that is fucking badass. I didn't know that happened.
Well,
Yeah.
you would never know because
Yeah,
one
unless-
person
why
sees
would-
it.
But I remember, why did we notice it? Like, you looked at my screen or I looked at yours.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't see that. Like, what are you talking about? I look over, I'm like, holy shit.
Huh.
Because that's part of the game is the thing gets in your head and, you
It
makes you
just
see
makes you
shit.
see shit. Yeah,
Which is so fuck. Oh, God, I love this
I
game.
love that idea.
Would I play this? Hell yeah, I'd play it
I'd
again.
play it again.
I'd play it right now.
They should. I'm surprised they haven't released like a
Updated version.
legacy collection. Dead Space 1, 2, and 3.
It surprises me because, as far as I know, I could be wrong, but they're not working on anything else with this property,
Yeah.
which is
Who
a
owns
shame.
it?
EA.
They made fucking a bunch of movies though,
Yeah, like anime.
like animated shit.
Yes. But those were all like in compliments of the game. Like they tried to build this huge Dead Space universe.
Yeah, though it's
There were comics
Yeah,
yeah.
it was great. And
It's
they
still
just stopped-
good.
They stopped making stuff.
and they just stopped. Because I think the controversy around 3 was that there were like loot boxes that got
right,
the
there were.
microtransactions. And I guess people, I liked 3. I liked 3 a lot. It was not my favorite, but I still really enjoyed it. And I remember a lot of people didn't like the co-op aspect of it.
Yeah,
Like,
I thought
shoehorning
the
in
co-op
2
would suck actually because it kind of ruins Dead Space.
Yeah,
the way
because
Dead
it's all
Space-
about
because
yeah.
being
it's
by
about
yourself.
horror, yeah, being scared in space.
Oh, the other thing I remember from 2-player game is there's a trophy for saving someone getting attacked. So Poppascotch purposely let me get attacked several times by things I couldn't see, just so he could try and save me and get the trophy.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It probably took
I don't
him a
remember that
while, too.
specifically, but that probably did happen.
Makes
Oh,
sense.
Man.
Because I remember specifically because I was in an elevator and I got out and you saw something coming at me and you just stood there and waited.
That sounds like something I'd do.
All clear, scientist.
You're like, what the fuck? Like, I got it. Don't even worry about it. Oh, what a game.
Oh, he hit you? Oh, I didn't get the trophy.
All right, well, how about we get into it? How about we take a little listen to parts of a fucking fantastic game and one of our number 3 episode of 2019, Dead Space.
Number 3. Being mined or near other planets that are being mined? I don't remember.
There's definitely people on the surface.
Yeah, I assumed it was all just mining operations.
Yeah, that's what we're led to believe. And with the USG Ishimura being, was the Ishimura always there? And it was the point was for them to transfer the goods.
I don't know. They call it a planet cracker, so I assume it has something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they talk about it in the beginning of the game. Like, there's a couple videos where you watch when you're walking in the door where it's like, the Ishimura, the famous Ishimura. It's been on 200.
I kind of think of it as the Vulcan ship from the new Star Wars movie, the first one.
Is it a really famous Vulcan ship that's been used multiple times?
It's not Vulcan, sorry, Romulan ship. That's used to like drill into planets and take their stuff.
It's just like crap.
Oh, that's the one where they had the fight on the platform and that one dude like opened his parachute way late and then went into the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an awesome scene.
I remember. I remember movies.
Sometimes I remember specific scenes.
But I remember they like drilled straight into a Earth's core, the planet's core and stuff. That's kind of what I thought this was.
Yeah, I think actually when they do it here, they actually blow up.
Yeah, I mean it's called planet cracking.
Yeah. And then they just grab pieces of the planet, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, some pretty big pieces.
Yeah, sometime they say like osmium and silicon and stuff that's full of it. Stuff they need.
Yeah.
But yep, you're right. The year is 2508. The playable character, your character, is a guy by the name of Isaac Clarke, who is an engineer and is like 50 years old and kicks more ass than we ever could possibly hope to.
And amazingly, there's not a single train on this.
Come on. Did you have that locked and loaded?
Has
No,
it
I
written
just
down.
thought of it now. Let me scroll it out so I don't say it again.
Jesus Christ.
Well, there are trams.
Yeah.
There are trams, that's true.
And you also see that your girlfriend's on the Ishimura, and you're trying to
Oh yeah, you're trying to like
meet up with her again. Is he really 50 years old in this game?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
shut
Yeah.
the fuck up.
Yeah, I mean, it's a video game character. Like, he can be whatever age he wants.
Oh, I thought he was like 20 something, maybe 30.
Now, I forget where I saw that. I'll have to research where I found that, because I remember reading it in an article.
Poppascotch's Miracle Land, where he makes up stuff.
I
Dude,
want to
it's
live
so
there.
fun there.
I have a unicorn
So
farm
fun.
there.
Butt stab.
But so the game starts them responding to the distress signal. They get on board the ship, and pretty much immediately all hell breaks loose.
Well, they crash into
Yeah,
the ship, don't they?
fuck up docking into the ship. Are they going there to repair the ship, or?
Yeah, they were responding to a distress call. I guess they're there to repair things that are wrong with it.
Yeah, so was it an SOS, but they're just repairing? Or did they go? I didn't understand that part, but I don't think it matters.
Yeah, because they crash into the side of it anyway.
Yes.
And it's you and a couple people walking around.
Yes.
You notice that everything's empty. You're like, oh.
That's where you have Commander Zach Hammond and computer specialist Kendra Daniels.
Good old KD. But there's a whole other group of people that come on board with you.
Yeah.
I think 2 or 3, actually, but they get murdered
Yeah,
pretty
almost
much
instantly.
instantly.
Yeah. Like the door.
Almost immediately.
That happens a lot in the game where you're in a room and you can see a room and then the doors lock around you and you see people die.
Yeah, how many fucking or is that how space stations are just built with side by side rooms where you can just look at the other people and it's like you can't get here though.
I guess.
You
yeah.
have to walk all the way around.
I mean, it makes sense that they'd have like airlocks, like a battleship or whatever, to keep the water out of an area, like if it's breached.
Or the
you know what I mean?
Or the air
Or
in.
the air, yeah.
Or the air. Yeah, it makes sense, but I don't think they're all clear and floor to ceiling.
Yeah. You can just see
Like
every
that.
other part.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
you watch a lot of people die through windows in this game.
It's pretty brutal too.
Oh yeah, this game's bloody as hell. It's fucking great.
Yeah, it is.
And you after the no names die instantly, you set off to get the tram working so you can go to the rest of the ship.
Yes.
So I have a question though
Yeah, dude.
about the Kellyan crashing into the Ishimura dock. Do we find out later that was intentional and like someone tricked them, or was that just a coincidence?
They try and dock and then something doesn't work on the Ishimura. I don't know if we ever find out for sure.
Yeah.
It might just be no one's there to
Yeah.
engage it or something like that. Gotcha.
Yeah, because
Sorry.
they say the tether's not working and
And he's like,
crap.
all right, well, we're going to have to do it manual. No, that's a fucking death sentence. We're doing it anyway. And they land.
Well, they crash.
Crash land.
It was a controlled crash.
There you go.
But so basically you get there, all hell breaks loose, everybody gets attacked, you run away, and the only survivors from that group, as far as you can tell, are yourself, obviously, Hammond, and Daniels.
Yeah, and you're kind of just going through various parts of the ship trying to get things back online.
Right.
And trying to find your girlfriend,
Yeah.
if she's still around. And any other survivors on the ship.
Senior medical officer.
Yeah, because you don't notice anybody. The power's out. There's no lights. Nothing. Spooky.
Yeah, you get the computers back online. You fix the tram.
He said he wanted something spooky.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. But I really like, just to bring this up, this is a good time, but I really like the health display, like on your back, how it does that.
Yeah, it's no HUD.
And it's like in the HUD, and like everything is in the world of the game. You don't go to a main menu anywhere; it just keeps you there.
Yeah, it was pretty neat.
I thought that was great.
you can't pause when you look at your inventory and you still get attacked.
Yeah, I like it because it keeps like the immediacy of it.
Yeah. It is a survival horror game.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
when you go out into like the vacuum of space, you only have like a minute or something
Yeah.
with your air. It's like get the
And
fuck.
yeah, so basically the mission, instead of being salvage this ship, it's now we have to get this up and running because we don't have a ride home and we have to stay alive.
Yeah, because you try and get the Kellyan back up and running and it blows up. I forget why. If it gets attacked by some stuff. Like your pod to get back to the Kellyan blows up, and you're stuck on the Ishimura. So
Yeah, that's after Daniels and Hammond get to the bridge.
yeah,
We're like, what's going on down there?
well, they tell you to go to the Kellyan and try and get, but it doesn't work.
And we should also note in here that you get a lot of headbutting between Hammond and Daniels.
Yeah, I don't really like either of them.
I didn't really care for either of them either, but I liked how Daniels kept trying to be like, hey man, we need to do this. Yo, by the way, I don't know what the deal is with Hammond. Like, I don't know if I trust him.
It's like, did you bring this piece of shit?
Yeah, be careful, I guess. Like, she keeps planting those seeds of doubt in your mind. And you, like, when I was playing the game, I remember being like, yeah, what's that bastard up to? Like, there's something going on here.
Played you like a fiddle, Poppascotch.
Yeah, she did. She absolutely did.
Fell for those pretty eyes.
Yeah, I didn't trust her one bit.
But if you watch it, like, knowing the twist there, and you watch it again, you're like, yeah, Hammond's kind of, like, stern and kind of curt, but he's trying to save everybody's fucking life on the shit.
And
Like,
it's his job.
he has a good reason to be a dick, and he's in charge, so you should be listening to him anyway. And, like, he never did anything to have any doubts. He's like, we gotta go do this. I'll meet you there. And then he meets you there. He doesn't lock you in rooms and say, good luck, buddy. I'll meet you when you kill all these
Does Hammond know
crazy monsters.
the secret?
I don't think so.
Because, yeah, I mean, if he does, he's just being a dick the whole time. Just playing you like a fiddle.
No, I don't. I think he's completely in the dark. I got the idea that he was completely in the dark of what was going on.
Okay. I don't know, man. It was very tricky to figure out who was in the right here.
So after you're stuck on the Ishimura, they send you on a little quest to get the rig codes from the captain because obviously he's dead.
You gotta go to the med deck.
Yeah. Which is where you find the kinesis module, which is one of the cool things that Dead Space does with the engineering weapons.
Yeah, I have nothing bad to say about it at all. I like how it's used to solve puzzles, it's used to move huge things you can't carry, and it's also used as a weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can, like, chuck their own severed body parts back at them,
Yeah.
which is always fun. I love that. I love everything about that.
Made awesome in Half-Life 2. Or Half-Life 1.
Never played it. And
I don't understand. Like, what games are those? I never heard of them. Are they new?
Yeah, they just came out
he's
recently.
being all hipster about it.
Well, I don't know. Was there a game that used telekinesis tool before?
I was trying to make a joke, and you're like, "Yeah, I'll go with this because
I know, but
Fuck
was that like the first game that used it, or
I honestly don't remember.
Yeah.
It's been so long since I played Half-Life, but if it is, fucking awesome. Good for them.
just wondering?
So you end up having to blow open the door to get in the medical bay, which is apparently where your girlfriend would be if she was alive.
Oh, we did forget to mention very briefly that the person that gave you the kinesis module was like dying. They're like, "Here you go, you need this," and then they die. I think that happened a couple too many times.
Yeah.
Like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, it's like
You walked in on someone sitting there, and they're like, "Here, go later, dead."
Can't die until I give this to somebody.
Oh, thank God my life's quest is complete.
Yeah,
They should make a game where you play those guys. You just wait for someone to come, and you're like, all right, here you go.
It's like, I think I'm going to get a soda. No, I got to sit here. I got to wait till this engineer guy comes in. I'll hand it off.
he's gonna come.
And
Maybe it's part of the Dead Space extended universe.
and while you're
The
doing
DSCU.
we're just gonna call everything the something you.
Yeah, that's the way it is.
Yeah. So while you're doing all this to get in, you start finding random audio files and stuff talking about the marker and the science of unitology and blah blah blah,
Yeah.
and the religion that has arisen from this monument they found. I guess I'll call it.
It's a marker.
Well, yes, but it's called the marker.
Yes,
Right. I think monument's a good way to explain it. It's like 2 stories tall.
Yeah.
fair.
And so I basically read this as these are space Scientologists, right?
That's kind of how I got it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, aren't Scientologists space Scientologists?
Well, I mean, in the
Fair
grand
point.
universe, yeah.
I don't think they have a marker, so to speak, but they believe in alien souls in a volcano for some reason.
Oh yeah. Well, this
I learned that from South Park.
We all did.
so
Yay.
true. And while this is going on, Hammond and Daniels get attacked, and you see a video of them, and then all of a sudden, Hammond's on the mic and he's like, I don't know what happened to Daniel. She just disappeared.
That seems to happen a lot between both of these people. Oh, their comms have gone low.
Yeah, which makes you like. It really sells that mysterious which one of them's lying to you thing.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I don't know what happened. They just left. And then, like, Hammond will leave, and you'll get him back and find him. It's like, where were you? It's like, I was fixing shit, asshole. Like, where do you think I was?
Yeah, I mean, you send me to do all the stuff. Because after you find the rig codes, they send you to fix the engines because they're offline and the orbit's decaying. So we got to fix that so we don't die from that.
Yeah. And while you're doing that, you use your telekinesis to throw switches. Why can't you just touch the switches? And
If you had telekinesis, would you touch switches? I wouldn't.
I don't know. Fair enough.
I'd never touch anything again. I'd never leave the couch. You kidding? I'd have my fridge for sure in the living room.
Oh, yeah.
Because you need a straight line to it. You know, it can't be in another room.
Do you?
I've thought about this a lot. Like
Good
what I would do with...
telekinesis. I can open doors and go in other rooms with mine.
Nice.
But you'd have to walk to those other rooms
Nope.
like a sucker.
I astral project myself onto those other rooms.
How do you go to the bathroom, though? That's the only problem.
Just you make your piss just float into the toilet from where you're sitting.
You need a straight line to the toilet.
Do you?
I guess if you have good enough aim, though.
That's what I'm saying. You guys don't have very good telekinesis.
That's where we'll work together. I'll use my telekinesis. You'll astral project yourself to the bathroom, so it's not weird.
And then he can guide it. All right, a little to the left, a little to the right. There you go.
Exactly.
Jesus. That's how we'd use our superpowers, ladies and gentlemen, to not get up anymore.
I doubt there's any ladies listening.
Well, I might even float myself to the bathroom at that point.
I don't know, because he can't pick himself up with his telekinesis. He doesn't do it through the whole episode, at least.
True.
Yeah, the pushing things away is a burst. So can you imagine you're peeing and then I go to move your pee and it just blows up everywhere?
It's like, you fuck.
All over
You
the
did
wall.
it again, you piece of shit.
Oops.
Use your telekinesis and clean it up.
Still haven't mastered it.
Oh man, that's at least a sketch, right?
Man, that was annoying.
Oh, man.
But the game was great.
That game, let me tell you what. What a game. Dead Space was our number 3 pick of 2019. And so sorry to do this to you guys, but we're going to have to wait another whole week till you hear about our number 2 game and our number 1 game. I mean, someone could, I guess, in theory, just go on Instagram and look at the scores and probably figure it out pretty quickly.
As long as you don't fuck them up.
Unless I fucked them up.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's probably at least one of them.
Yeah, and 2 and 1 are within a point of each other, so
So I think number 2 is going to be Tetris. I think that's going to be number 2.
the story behind that was phenomenal.
I mean, it got a little Russian in there,
Yeah.
but I loved it.
I know number 1 has to be Dr. Mario then.
Yep. Absolutely.
It's right. It's a better story than Tetris.
All right.
When they go into the backstories of the colored viruses in there,
Ooh.
man, it was crazy.
Dude, I did
Dude,
not
Red's
know
fucked up.
I know, right?
Yeah, Blue had it really rough.
I know.
It's disgusting.
Well, Yellow's childhood. Fucking
Let's
nightmare.
not even get into that.
How would you even be normal at all? That's why Yellow's,
That's why he's so angry.
man, so much stuff we're going to have to come back and talk about next week. But that does it for us for this week. If they wanted to send us an email and, I don't know, just say hi. Where would they send that, Sir Chump Slap?
Well, you just send it to plottytime@gmail.com, and I will personally respond to every one of them.
Perfect. And if they wanted to hop on the socials and tell us why our top 5 picks were complete bullshit, how would they do that, Dr. Scientist?
Well, it doesn't make sense because they're our subjective scores we put on games we did. So how could they tell them they were bullshit? But anyway, they can go to @PlottyTime on Instagram or Twitter.
Perfect. That does it for us this week. So come back next week for our number 2 and number 1 games of 2019.
And maybe Poppascotch will know what a real number is by then.
Maybe, probably not. Talk to you later.
Peace.